Hey everybody, I know it's been a while since I've done anything. It's been because I got sick, and my wife got sick, and I'm in the process of watching Hot Fuzz and writing the script on it. Uh, but that's taking time because my wife just got better, so I haven't had time and been able to sit down and watch the movie, work on the script at all. So sorry about that, but I want to do this video. I've got a hello, look at this depression. You have to earn this. I kind of sorry about that. I haven't quite figured out my new webcam yet. I'm trying to figure it out, so I figured I'd use it for a video. As you all know, 2 weeks ago, not Gamescom, Tokyo Game Show came and went, and Capcom showed a bunch of new stuff. They showed pretty much nothing really new that we didn't know already, but that did not stop a certain retired leaker for just saying something outrageous, and certain YouTubers running it like it's gospel. That, of course, the retired leaker, Dusk Golem. He says he's retired. He retired after the events of Village when he got almost everything wrong about it. It's very weird. I don't think Dusk is a bad person, but in terms of a leaker, he's really not it, because his track record over the past year even has just been a train wreck. Not even going back to as far as Resident Evil 3 Remake or Resident Evil Village. Like, within the past year, he claimed that the Onimusha remasters were getting canceled, and pretty certain Onimusha 2 remastered released, and that leads me to believe Onimusha 3 remaster is gonna get released. Need I go on? And then he was 100% certain, much like Onimusha 2, that 100% certain that the Make-A-Wish DLC was happening for Silent Hill 2 Remake, and it ultimately did not happen. See, I used to believe in him, and then he just started getting one thing after another wrong, and this really isn't about Dusk. It's more or less about leak culture and how it's just generally bad. When I see certain YouTubers run his words as sort of a gospel and that it's true evidence, I generally feel bad for them. They got their quick views, and then they got people coming back to that video complaining about how this image they had in their head of what's going to happen did not happen. And that's a weird thing, man. Get mad because your expectations blew up in your face. I don't know, brother. It's not. You shouldn't be getting mad if you know it's coming from a guy who said that we get our first ever sex scene in Village, or Claire was going to be in it, or Lady Dimitrescu was Alex Wesker. Like, the list goes on and on. Even though he said he's retired, but he's clearly not, because he just likes to hear himself talk. Again, I don't think Dusk is a bad guy, but at this point we gotta ask ourselves, how much more are we gonna humor him? Honestly, there's very few people I trust with inside information. One of them being Jeff Grubbs of Giant Bomb. He seems to be very knowledgeable of the inner workings of the industry. I would listen to him. But I'm excited for Requiem. Listen, I know a lot of people want Leon to be in it. He makes the most sense from a narrative standpoint because he's more connected to Raccoon City, everything that happened, than, say, Claire or even Jill. Well, I guess not as much as Jill, but you see what I'm saying? He makes the most sense. Also, he's part of the government. He's a government boy. He works for the government. He was the best friend to 2 presidents. So it makes sense that he would show up, especially connected to the FBI's dealing, and whether there's something sinister going on in the FBI, I don't know. See, I want Leon to be in it. Don't get me wrong, Leon is my favorite character, and I want him more than anything to be in it, but if he's not in it, I'm not going to lose any sleep over it. I'm not going to get upset about it. There's so many people. His leaks, what's the interesting I bring about leaks for Requiem, he claimed that Leon was going to be shown in the big announcement. I think it wasn't at Gamescom. I think it was at Summer Game Fest. He just was so certain that Leon was going to show up and he was going to be part of the main reveal, and then he was so shocked, like he was dead wrong. And I'm not saying he isn't wrong. Leon could still show up, but his big leak for Tokyo Game Show, which we know if you paid attention to the producer for Resident Evil, he said it himself a week before their Capcom's would take the stage, is that no new stuff is being shown. But that doesn't stop Des from claiming that he knows more. But he claimed that Leon was going to have this big reveal. He was going to show up with... He was going to have a section similar to the boat section in RE4 Remake. Probably one of my favorite sections because it really expanded upon the lake of Resident Evil 4. He was going to show up. He was going to have big sections like that. Part of the campaign would... Sorry, your boy's sorry, he's not sleeping. Part of his section would start out with him in 2020, and then eventually it would intersect with Grace in 2028. Now, we don't actually know when the timeline is set. They said around 30 years since the events of Raccoon City. It doesn't necessarily mean 2028, but who knows? Honestly, at this point, guys, for me, I don't have a large following, I don't have a large channel, but stop looking for rumors. Stop looking for these leaks to be legitimate. If Leon's in it, yeah, that rocks. Leon's in it. But if he isn't, is it really that bad? Again, I'll say it again. He makes the most sense narratively to show up in this game. He has more of a connection to Raccoon City now more than ever than, say, Claire does, maybe even more than Jill does. So from a narrative standpoint, Leon needs to show up. Give him some closure from the place that destroyed his life, pretty much, that sent him on a downward spiral that made him who the man he was. But if he doesn't show up, it's okay. No reason to get upset about it. My suggestion to you all is just stop listening to leak. I think leak culture as a whole is bad. And I think if we just wait for more announcements, we may see something at Video Game Awards. We may see Leon finally get revealed, and it may be everything Dust says. But for now, just wait. Capcom is playing this very close to the chest, and I commend them for it, because we could have another Village moment where the entire ending gets leaked, and your boy scrolling on Twitter one Sunday morning and sees that Ethan died. Yeah, that was a fun Sunday. My entire hype for the game ruined, and honestly, Village ain't even really one of my favorite Resident Evils. I'm not a big fan of it. I'm more so a fan of 7 than anything. I think Village is just, Village is just, compared to every other entry, which it's technically Resident Evil 8. So, thing is, guys, it gets announced. Leon's in it. But this is just me. Don't let fake or real leaks ruin your experience for it. That's not how the developers working on this want you to find out something. They want, if Leon's in it, to be this big reveal, this big, huge moment. Stop listening to every single YouTuber taking these leaks as gospel. Just wait, guys. Just wait on it. I know we're excited. Requiem seems like it's going to be different. It's going to be different than Village, different than 7. I, for one, am welcoming Grace Ashcroft. I cannot wait to see what they do with her. And I know we're excited. I know we're looking forward to it, guys. But just give it time. Give it your time, patience. I guarantee you, if Leon is truly in it, we're going to see a big announcement at the VGA Awards. 100%. And that's just me, guys. I think that's what's going to happen, y'all. I really do believe that. And I think we'd be generally excited for it if Leon has this big reveal at the Video Game Awards and another Leon statue for the Collector's Edition. Because if it's Leon, we're not going to get Grace. No, we're going to get our umpteenth Leon statue. And honestly, I'm just going to get the regular edition. I'm not built different like everyone else. I simply will just buy probably the gold edition if there is one, probably the 70 or 80, well, probably $99 edition. I'm not looking to shell out hundreds of dollars for a very cheaply made statue when, well, what happened with Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater? I'm just saying, y'all. My advice: wait. Don't look for leaks. Don't let your experience be ruined. Let whatever big reveals be big reveals. Let them be big twists. Maybe the evil residents are the ones we've known all along, or I don't know, I was trying to go with something and then did not land. No, guys, just be patient with Capcom. They seem to be playing this very close to the chest. And the entire hospital section is probably not even 10% of what we're getting. This seems like one of the biggest Resident Evil titles to date. And I, for one, welcome thick, juicy, meaty games that are going to take me 15-20 hours to complete. Praying, fingers crossed, for a very long 20-25 hour Resident Evil. A boy can dream. But that's it, guys. That's the video. Just be patient. Capcom will reveal everything in due time, and I know you guys want Leon, you want all our legacy characters to show up. If this is the story that ends what started at the Spencer Mansion 30 years ago, we all want some meaningful payoff for our legacy characters, and maybe we'll get it in some capacity. But that's it, folks. That's the video. I love you all. I'll see you all in the next one. Take it easy.